This episode of We Like Shooting Double Tap is brought to you by Black Rhino Concealment, Rubber Dummies, Neomag, and Powers Group.
Welcome to We Like Shooting Double Tap, episode 112, where we answer your questions, ask a few of our own, and touch base on gun industry news.
Third base.
Our panel tonight is Jeremy Posterick from River's Edge Tactical in Valley City, Ohio. We have, I don't think I can say that, Aaron. It says the Studio Jew, the Machine Gun Moses, Aaron Krieger, and back from the dead yet again, Nick Lynch. My name's Sean Heron, and I want to welcome you to the show.
Wait, you say about Jeremy.
Yeah.
That's about me being the Studio Jew.
No, I don't think I'm allowed to say that either. We got in trouble that one time.
Yeah, no, you know what? I had a roommate who was Jewish in college, and he always called me a Studio Jew. He's like, "You're not a real Jew. You're a Studio Jew."
Wow.
Like, what does that even mean? Apparently, that's what it means.
I mean, we have you on this show. I just had Yehuda Reamer on This Week in Guns, so I think we're okay. He was wearing a shirt that said G.I. Jew, so I think, and it had two rabbis dancing over the G.I. Joe logo with AR-15s and pistols. So,
God,
if anyone complains about us, I'll be like, but what about him?
Sometimes
Right.
I wish I was Jewish so that I could wear shirts like that. Because there are some cool ones.
They're really, I mean,
There's like the Super Jew one that's like the Superman logo, but a Star of David. It's so cool.
¿Por qué no los dos? Black Rhino Concealment makes holsters. They also make wallets. They have my wallet, the Oscar Mike wallet that I've got a brand new one, but this one's still in like perfect condition after 2.5, 3 years, maybe.
I actually have a complaint about Black Rhino Concealment.
Tell me what it is.
All right, so I got this in the mail the other day.
Yeah.
It's a Black Rhino Concealment holster
Okay.
in one of my favorite patterns, which is looks
Hex cam?
Hex cam, but it looks like snake skin almost.
Yes.
And it's made for my SR22, and the biddy fits in there too, so that's pretty cool, right?
Yes.
Yeah, but look at this. Look, what?
There's no
am I
WLS's life.
Yeah. What's up with that?
Gino.
I know. It's like I got it. I was super excited. I'm like, sweet, And then I look and turn it around because I always flip them around, always, just because it's like a little bit. It's like going home again, And
I don't know. It's pretty sad. So if you use our coupon code, which is WLSMOFO, not only do you get 10% off, but Gino will write hashtag WLS's life on yours, and he even writes all hail Heron on mine. So it's weird.
Great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You okay, Aaron?
No, because the last one I got from him said hashtag white cake. So I think he even meant to send it to you, and I got it. It's like he's like Aaron who at this point. I'm really hurt, Gino. It's like I'm so confused.
That's great. No, check them out, blackrhinoconcealment.com. That is the place we get our holsters. And now it's time for something we call Would You Rather? All right, so Would You Rather is where Aaron presents us with questions that none of us want to answer and then forces Jeremy to make a decision. What do you got tonight for us, Aaron?
All right. How about the life card? North American Arms life card. Card is a single shot 22 that folds up into a card-like object.
It's not North American Arms, the life card. It's Trailblazer
life card.
Trailblazer Firearms.
Okay, Trailblazer Firearms life card versus the North American Arms 22. It's basically a Derringer in a belt buckle.
North American Arms.
You go with the Derringer in a belt buckle.
Hell yeah.
Well, it's not really a Derringer. It's a revolver.
It is, yeah. I like that above the life card without question. I actually have a North American Arms. It's 22 Magnum and a 22 LR. You can change out the cylinder. The problem is that model doesn't fit in the belt buckle. I literally was looking for one because I was going to buy one until I found out that very, very sad fact. So for me...
Oh, you should have let me know because the guy had had one and he tried selling it to me, but I was like, no one's going to buy that.
Oh, really? How much?
I forget what he wanted for him, but it was more than I was going to pay because that's what I would have asked for him.
Yeah,
he's like, they're worth like $500. He's like, it's worth like $500. I'm like, okay, I'll give you $250. And he's like, but it's worth $500. I'm like, I'm not keeping it for my health, dude.
Yeah. Forget about it.
I mean, does that little Derringer have a have a trigger guard in it?
No,
I don't think it
no.
does.
The mini revolvers don't.
They don't. The trigger's exposed. I have that here, I think, somewhere.
But they are single action, so I mean, don't cock the hammer and they can't fire.
Yeah. Or half cocker. I think there's like notches or something. I can't remember which model I have.
Yeah, it's like notches between the cylinders.
Yeah. So, although even having that hammer down on a 22 LR, I probably wouldn't do that. I would put it either in the little half notch or something like that. But yeah, I would totally choose that. Nick?
You know, I was gonna say the life card because there was that place that did the Amex Black laser engraving on the life card.
We've talked about this,
which I thought was actually kind of cool looking, and then Amex got mad and sent them a cease and desist, which is pretty funny, which makes me like it even more.
True.
However, the whole pistol and the belt buckle thing,
it's pretty dope.
It's pretty awesome. Yeah.
Plus, dude, the life card $399 and the NAA North American Arms 22 LR $226. I think the buckle was like another $70.
Yeah, I'd have to go with the belt buckle.
Aaron, dude,
I'm sorry. This whole new system. There's no button for me to push anymore.
Oh, okay. I was like, what the going on over there, man?
Yeah, I got a new headset. There's no mute button to push while I do my over here, like eat watermelon. You don't want to hear me chewing all night. So I would pick the life card just to be a contrarian.
All right. Jeremy, which would you pick?
Probably the Bond Arms.
I knew it.
I figured you were going to say XDM.
I can't pick one of the two. Jeremy's
like XDM.
But Jeremy,
you guys are all midgets, so you can't fit it on a belt buckle, but I can because I'm huge.
A, Jeremy's a giant ogre. B, he has huge belt buckles. I think he could fit an XDM on it. I
actually have a rodeo buckle when I used to ride that's probably big enough that I could fit like a 3-inch XD behind it.
That is ridiculous.
Dude, what? Who the has a belt like that?
I'm one of my bull riding buckles, man. I don't know what to tell you.
I mean, but like, is that just a status symbol, or is it like appendix armor? Like, I don't understand.
Some of them
I'd be
are
afraid
like
if
trophies.
you were wearing it and you bent over, you'd stab yourself.
Right.
A lot of them are like trophies. Like if you win a rodeo, you get a belt buckle instead of a trophy.
Nice. Well, if I win a trophy for fattest dude ever, I'm not going to wear it on my pants.
Come on, if you were
like hanging over your pants.
If you had like one of those WWE like World Championship belts, you totally would.
I would wear the.
Well, you're not supposed to wear those. You're supposed to put them over your shoulder, right?
I mean, I've seen people wear
somebody in the head with it,
right? There is actually a company online that will custom engrave one of those for you. They're like $150, but you can get it done, and it'll say whatever you want.
Interesting.
Yeah,
I would have it say, "Aaron is a bag."
Why would you have it?
And then you just wear that around.
It doesn't make any sense.
It's like the one that I wear that points to my right and says he sucks. Nick is to my right, FYI.
He's to your left, actually.
No, he's to my right.
I'm looking at him. He's left of you.
He's to my right. It's reverse.
I'm looking at you. I'm looking you right in the eyes, and he's on your left.
There's no one on my left.
No, my left.
All right, you know what? I don't like you. That's why. That's why.
Belt buckle
that's why I'd wear the belt buckle. Let's go ahead and talk about Neomag. Nick, we posted on social media today about their new EDC trays.
Yeah,
they're pretty awesome.
Yeah, they are.
So, why do you look scared?
Because
I was all Nick. He's all nothing. He does that all the time. I'll walk in the office. He'll be like, nothing.
Sean comes home. Nothing.
I'm like,
he's like, were you in my room again? I'm like, no. Now Sean's like, oh God, does he own my room?
Yeah, I know. I was actually just like super creeped out and freaked out, but I'm okay. It's going to be fine. So Neomag, they've got the EDC trays now. They are really cool, cool looking. They have two little cutouts for your Neomags, no matter what size clip you have on the side.
Machined from solid aluminum.
Yep.
And 5 Cerakote color options.
Yep.
Pretty cool.
Yep. Very cool. Also, they make the Neomag, the Rask, which is for you revolver lovers. So you can carry a speed strip in your pocket, keep it oriented exactly the way you want it. Neomags for any steel mag or any magnetic mag that will fit in your pocket. And we like them. Definitely go check them out. Great company. subscribe to their YouTube channel and check out their podcast. It's a little bit about entrepreneurs and things like that, but their YouTube channel is killing it. Everything else, we love the Neomag. Go check them out. Coupon code WLS10 gets you 10% off, and that is theneomag.com. This is where we answer your questions. As soon as I find it. There it is.
Burn when you pee? Unsure about your relationship? Why can't you use 45 and a 9mm? Get your questions answered on #DearWLS. Visit WeLikeShooting.com/DearWLS to submit your question.
All right. If you have questions, submit them to us at WeLikeShooting.com/DearWLS. You know what? I'm going to declare Prima Nocta, and I'm going to take the first question. Is that okay?
Wait. No, you said this question was for Jeremy.
I'm asking it to Jeremy.
Okay. Jeremy, you need to put your phone down?
What if you ask it from Jeremy?
Yeah. So this question comes to us from Jeremy Posderick.
What if you ask it through Jeremy?
I would use him like a puppet.
Yeah, or
meat puppet.
or you could shove your head through his torso and then ask it on the other side.
It'd be like aliens.
Yeah, sort of.
Or what if it was like Malkovich, where you had to go like to a certain floor?
Yeah, you go into a half floor, and you go into a little door.
Yeah, Jeremy said.
I'm so bored right now. Ian W. says, Jeremy, this is for you. I am a new FFL as of last fall, thanks to Rocket FFL. And if you use Rocket FFL, coupon code WLS gets you a discount. I need some advice. What are the top 3 firearms selling in Jeremy's store in 2019? What are the top 3 firearm accessories selling, excluding ammo? Thanks, Ian from Mainly Firearms. Jeremy, top 3 guns?
Probably not the same things that would sell in his area because, things are different.
No, I totally agree. Different market, different people, different city.
Unless he's at home FFL from
different
in Valley City, Ohio.
Different hunting laws.
So, yeah, no, I totally agree.
But answer the question.
Like I barely stock bolt action rifles because you can't hunt with a bottleneck cartridge. So I don't stock bolt action rifles. Those are just all ordered when people want them. Top 3, SIG 365, Smith & Wesson Easy Shield, and probably some version of an AR just because there's so many of them. What?
Top 3 accessories as well.
Top 3 accessories. Everything to go with that AR. We had a guy, he had a Smith & Wesson M&P 15 transferred in and from somewhere, and I'm like, you want to put a rail on that thing? And he goes, yeah, sure, what do you got? I was like, here is our wall of rails. And you get some cheap options, you get some expensive options, and you let people pick. I mean, really.
Yeah. All right.
Trigger kits sell, sights sell. People are always looking to upgrade what they have. So we always keep like True Glow TFOs and TFXs in stock. Most people want upgraded sights. They don't give a too much what those upgraded sights are. And we find that the TFOs and the TFXs are usually really in the ballpark because most people go, well, I want a tritium glow in the dark, and other people go, well, I want a fiber optic sight. Well, here's one that's both. So it covers both worlds, and they're really not that expensive. And we do a free site install if you purchase them from us, so that helps too.
All right, there you go. Aaron, you want to take the next one?
I do. This one's from Skylar D. Hey guys, I'm a sweater. The yucky kind. Not the terrible Christmas gift you get from your grandma. Oh, thanks. My grandma's dead, dude. So thanks for bringing that up. Really hits home there.
Yeah, so what, did she give you, a dust?
Right. And also Christmas? You, dude. Hanukkah. All right. But anyhow.
Wow.
As big guys yourselves, I assume you're also sweaters as opposed to screamers and moaners. Hashtag SSB. So my question is...
Aaron's not allowed to talk till he gets a new headset. It's freaking me out.
Dude, I know.
Yeah, he sounds weird.
Put it like closer to your mouth.
How's this? Is this better?
Yeah. It's weird. Sean always tries to say the same thing to me, and I'm like, no, get out of here.
What is the best lube protection to carry a gun from your crying fat cells? I work outside in the heat and humidity, so I'm constantly trying to prevent rust. Thanks, Skylar.
Cerakote.
Literally any oil on the market.
I'm not a pour, so I work indoors.
Oh, wow.
No, I'm just kidding. Actually, I don't even have a job.
Yeah, I was like, I didn't know you had a job.
Right. I don't even have a job, dude. So
don't even worry about it. Just get the gun Cerakoted.
That's pretty true, actually. I mean,
but what about the internal parts, though? I mean, you're going to get some humidity in there.
Like, bro, how much are you sweating?
Oil.
He's a big dude. I'm a sweater.
Just get some oil, some CLP or something. Squirt it in there. Clean it reasonably regularly, and repeat. Yeah. And if you do start to get a little bit of rust, get some like triple-aught steel wool and a little bit of oil. Hit it real gently; it'll knock off as long as you catch it quickly. And then
I always go for the 4-aught.
The 4.
Get the 5.
I don't know if they make a 5.
I don't think they do. Get whatever you can
4.5.
find. Get whatever you can find. That's fine.
Don't use
real fine.
single-aught steel wool. You will scratch the piss out of your gun.
Right. Go the other way. Get the real thin stuff. Anyway, yeah, I mean, just clean the thing. If you get some surface rust on it, knock it down with some steel wool and clean it. No big deal. Just keep an eye on it.
We literally keep bags of 4-aught steel wool around and just take cheap oil.
Yeah.
And just soak that steel wool in the oil. Nice gentle rub. Rust is gone. Now it will rust there very quickly in that same spot because it's already through the finish.
Yeah.
But if you've already had surface rust and you're fighting a losing battle, get it Cerakoted.
There you go. I like it. Nick, next question.
Oh, okay. Oh God, it's a long one too. Everybody at home just went, Johnny Smallgame says 5 stars. I would leave you guys a review, but I despise social media. However, I want to thank you for recommending a Super 60 rifle. And my last question was a Super 60.
The hunting tactical, the Marlin.
Oh. I pre-ordered one and received it a few weeks ago. You guys did not do the adjustability of this rifle justice in your recommendation. I absolutely love it. This is the most comfortable and most fun rifle I have ever shot. I'm still playing with all the adjustments on it, seeing what works best for me. Once I decide on an optic for it, it will be complete. Right now I'm using the iron sights, and the rifle will outshoot my old eyes at 100 yards all day long. I love the stock angle. I love that the stock angles down for the perfect sight picture. I put a Magpul angled foregrip on it, and the rifle is just so firm and comfortable to hold. It's so firm and comfortable to hold.
It sounds hot when you say it.
It's so firm and comfortable to hold.
Oh yeah.
The other day I did a mag dump into a woodchuck that was running and obliterated it. With the adjustable post-travel screw, I can outshoot the action. Thanks again for the recommendation. I'll be coming to you guys whenever I have a question from now on. First of all, we don't want you coming to us, especially with that firm, hard thing in your hand.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
No, but we actually, so I liked it. And when we were shooting it at that steel, we were like, this is so fun. Mm-hmm. We do have reviews coming out on it. So did we talk about the adjustability?
We did.
All right. I was like, BRB, we're going to go record more video on this review. No, but it's super adjustable. And so that's hunting tactical. That is that Marlin 60 that they have their chassis and all that good stuff. So definitely agree. I'm glad you enjoyed it. That is awesome. Jeremy, you want to take the next question?
Deer Slayer, wondering what ammo you would recommend for a 9mm per PCC that is used to shoot whitetail deer out to 50 yards. It is the start of the new season here, and my buddy loaned me his Kel-Tec Sub 2000 to try out. Not the rifle I will go with when I purchase my own, but it will work for me to test out using a short rifle while I'm in the field. I'm thinking about getting some Federal Syntec PCC, wondering if it will get the job done. Any 9mm defensive ammo.
Yeah. That's what I mean, 50 yards. Sure.
And you're not planning on eating it, so.
What's the energy at 50 yards in a 9mm?
I mean, from a 16-inch barrel at the muzzle, it's pretty decent.
Yeah, they're going like 16 or 1,700 feet per second out of a 16-inch carbine.
Yeah. That'll do. That'll do, donkey.
Yeah, they're pretty. Like I said, any 9mm defensive ammo.
I'm not familiar with
quality.
The Federal Syntech PCC.
It's probably got a different powder in it, designed out of longer barrels instead of shorter barrels.
It looks like the Syntech it's 138 grains.
So
I've not seen this
bigger
one.
pill.
Yeah, I don't know. Interesting bullet design. It looks like it's designed to come apart, so the petals expand and then actually come off of the bullet.
Does
like rip ammo?
No, not quite like that.
Does DRT make 9mm? Yeah.
I know that Norma, we have a review on that coming out on their pistol caliber carbine stuff. We shot a lot of a pistol because we do what we want, but
I can say that the HST stuff does pretty well in deer.
there you go. I've got a message that or a letter. This comes to us from Roden. Dear WLS, after watching a video of a shootout last week between an LEO and a man attacking with a knife, I've been second-guessing the 9mm cartridge. A few years ago, the FBI picked up, then dropped the 40 Smith & Wesson. I sold several of my 40s as soon as the news broke out. I personally thought it was an extremely accurate round, but pretty snappy. Follow-up shots were definitely slower to attain, but have we drifted to the wrong direction? Maybe 40 wasn't the answer. What do you think 9mm is? I understand the toll it would take on LEO department's military to switch to a brand new cartridge, but is shot placement really the answer? I also understand.
Yes.
I also understand training is key, but if given the option, wouldn't a harder hitting cartridge, small enough for higher mag capacity and smoother
Your
recoil,
question is dumb, and you were dumb.
be better to developers? Shot placement, the end all answer to this question. Thanks in advance. Hashtag WLS is life.
Oh my God. Okay.
Lay it on him. Lay it on him.
All right. Who knows what the elasticity of skin is? Do you know what that means?
I know.
Well, apparently my skin's pretty elastic because it's stretched so far.
No, I meant when you get shot, like as in having to do with like hydraulic shock from getting shot with a bullet.
But you need to be more specific next time.
Okay, temporary wound cavity versus permanent wound cavity, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Okay.
We all know the difference, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, temporary wound cavity is the cavity in your body that the bullet creates, but the hydraulic force separating your organs apart in your skin, right?
Yes.
And
Yes.
and the permanent wound channel is just the hole that it put through you, right?
Yes.
Yes.
There is you need, I think it's 2,200 feet per second in a cartridge before you tear the skin on that temporary wound cavity. So there isn't a handgun doing that. Not how fast does the FN57 go?
I don't know.
It's close, but I don't know if it's there or not. So going from like 940, 45, 380, they've done studies on all of this. There is no efficacy difference between a 380 to a 45 in shootings. So no, 40's not going to do anything more. 10 millimeter, 45, it's all going to be shot placement.
It is shot placement, and it's also a great reason to carry an extra magazine. I mean, that video.
I want more No. What was wrong with that video was two retard cops backed up 4 miles down the goddamn road instead of just shooting an again. Just shoot him again. He's got the knife. He's coming towards you. Stop walking backwards. That dude would have never been in that situation if he'd have just stood there and went, stop. Bep, 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 bep. Nope, I told him to stop. He had a weapon, dumb. No, that was idiotic cops and bad training. That had nothing to do with a 9mm. Morons.
Also, I looked it up real quick. The 5.7 muzzle velocity is like 22 to 2,800 feet per second, depending on the loading.
So that might actually have enough shock when it hits the body to cause organ and tissue tearing during a temporary wound cavity. But that's about the only handgun round that I could think of.
I mean, is it velocity or force that you're talking about?
It's velocity.
Okay.
It's pure velocity. If you could get a round that weighed 2 grains, but it went 50,000 feet per second, it would literally eviscerate you.
Yeah. So Jeremy very eloquently put that. Now Roden said, what about stopping power?
Get a rifle.
How about that PCC and that Syntec ammo?
Get a rifle, a real rifle, a rifle cartridge.
All right.
Yeah.
Now he said, what about mass? Jeremy shook his head.
Unless you're just trying to like punch through something like armor, then yeah, you need like a 50. You need some kind of mass to get through it. Although speed will defeat armor more than mass will. But if you're trying to take like the engine block out of a truck, yeah, sure. What mass does is allow you to maintain velocity longer. Lighter bullets go, and then stop. Big, heavy bullets might not start as fast, but they keep more. That's ballistic coefficient in a nutshell.
True that. And, all right. Anyone else have anything to add to that, Nick?
In our live chat over on YouTube, Chris K wants to know, he wants me to ask you about force versus velocity on the.
I'm sorry, what? You cut out?
Yeah, you cut out.
On the.
Yeah, you cut out.
SSB.
What was it?
SSB.
Who said that, Chris?
Yeah, Chris K.
Go f*** yourself. Aaron, next question.
Hey, first, I do have something to add to that whole conversation.
Oh, sorry. When I said, does anyone else have anything to add to that?
We didn't talk about you because no one cares.
No, I care. Aaron, please tell me.
I was going to say it's awesome to see Jeremy with a great internet connection.
It kind of is, yeah.
Right? I mean, his video is even good.
Ish.
So
he needs like a ring light or something so he can do.
His lighting sucks, but
I got a lamp. I got to bring up here.
Cool.
What I like is the mirror behind him because it adds depth to him.
Wait,
there's no mirror.
There's a mirror behind him?
Yeah, click on his.
Holy! There's a mirror behind you.
Jeremy, I got to put that on my wife's dresser.
Don't look now, but there's a fucking mirror behind you.
See, he's not a vampire. I told you guys.
Apparently.
Aiden S says
he sucks so much.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, I just said he sucks so much we didn't know. Go ahead. This one.
Aiden S says, I'm curious. And my response, bye curious, Aiden?
Who the made Chris a moderator?
What Nick and Jeremy think about this one? Birdshot for self-defense. Also, why do people suggest high brass for number 8 shot and smaller buckshot loads? Should I stop there? Do you want to answer those questions, or should we continue with more of the questions?
Don't use birdshot for self-defense.
Never.
Yeah, birdshot's only going to be effective at like contact ranges.
All right.
Why do people suggest high brass for number 8 shot and smaller buckshot loads? I actually don't know. Does anyone?
I mean, in what gun? In what context?
Yeah. Anyone?
All right. Why would they suggest that? In what context would you want that, Jeremy?
Well, high brass is generally better for reloading.
There you go, Aiden.
So if the cheap shells that you're just going to throw away and never reload, like those cheap-ass Federals you go and get at Walmart that I've bought, tens of thousands of, you're never going to reload them, so you don't need to put high brass on them because you're never going to reload them anyways. Whereas like Winchester Double A's, which are highly sought after in the shotgun reloading world, they're all high brass because you're going to be able to reload them longer.
All right, continuing the question.
High brass also usually has a higher dram equivalent.
Patterning the gun, I'm getting just above open hand size groups with the majority of the palm at 7 yards. Not terribly concerned about over penetration, but it is slightly concerned. But it is a slight concern. But he uses the word "but" too much. But I know the layout of my house, and only one other person in here, and they are at my back. And the neighbors are about 20 feet away. Just curious of your thoughts. I guess I should have read the whole thing at once.
Why do people suggest high brass for number 8 shot and smaller buckshot as defensive loads? I think he was getting at.
Okay.
Honestly, the number 4 buck is actually a pretty good happy medium. You'll get decent penetration and in a human body, but not decent penetration. Less penetration through walls and stuff like double aught buckwood or triple aught buck.
Yeah, I'm all. What about with SSBs?
Really? All right.
But
I'm sorry. I totally forgot I wasn't going to talk about that anymore.
What? So the hand size groups. I mean.
Okay. Well, that means your hand's probably about 7 inches if it's at 7 yards, right? Shotgun shot spreads 1 inch per yard.
I'm just like, how many of us have like Jeremy? Clearly you, but 21 feet. I mean, that's a pretty big distance if you're talking about in home.
Yeah, most people, the longest shot that you're ever going to make in their house, if it's like through the kitchen, out into the living room, caddy corner, across the way, is like 30 feet tops.
Yeah.
1 inch per yard is the spread on a shotgun once it leaves the wad.
Yeah, but seriously, I've seen too many pictures of birdshot in human bodies, and they're all standing there letting people take pictures of them. So I would not do that.
Yeah, one of the things you have to remember about like a shotgun's energy, right, is you find the energy of the whole load together, right? But then you have to divide by every pellet that's there. So, if you've got a load of energy and then you divide it by a load of tiny little pellets, you've got a bunch of tiny little pellets.
500.
Yeah, you've got a bunch of tiny little pellets with hardly any energy.
There was that one that was stacked, so the energy was pushing, the whole masses together. It was like some sort of Newton's law of like a pellet versus a pellet versus a pellet all pushing together.
It's called reverse impact theory, granular impact theory.
We talked about this in a recent episode.
That's a wax slug.
Yeah. Okay.
That's where you take birdshot and you hold it together with paraffin wax or something of that nature, and it comes out as one solid piece. And then the back pellets push forward to the front pellets, but you need that catalyst to hold them together. Otherwise, you don't get that kind of energy.
But the real answer to all of this is get an AR and 223 and some nice hollow point 55 grain jacketed bullets, and over penetration won't be as big an issue.
I got 50 grain AMAX from Fiocchi, or AMAX bullets from Fiocchi.
Nice.
Oh yeah.
All right.
Hell, get some of those 45 grain. Get some of those 45 grain varmint loads. Those things are cooking.
Well,
10 grain.
So
the idea though is that not for it to fly fast, for it to stop after it hits its target.
Oh, a 50 grain has no energy. A 50 grain is not going to have that much penetration, and they're going so fast. It's like a 204 Ruger or a 22-250. Upon impact of anything hard, the bullet just comes apart.
Yeah.
All right.
That's why you don't get penetration with very light, very fast bullets. That's why 17s, 204s, all that kind of shit's used for like pelt hunting. If you're going to go hunt coyotes and you want to save the skin, yeah, you crack them behind the ear with a 17 because it goes in, basically explodes inside of them and puts almost no holes in the pelt.
All right. That'll do it for this segment of Dear WLS. If you would like to submit a question, go to welikeshooting.com/DearWLS. Send it over to us. We truly appreciate it. And now let's go ahead and talk about Bowers Group. Nick, you posted a picture of the biddy with a loaf of bread.
I did. For size comparison.
The biddy's a 22LR suppressor. Pretty damn awesome. And how long is it?
I believe it is 3.5 inches long.
Wow. Penetration, 3.5 inches long. It explodes inside of them. Oh, jeez. But yeah, all kinds of suppressors that we have now from them. The Verse 458, the Verse 30, the USST Titanium 22LR, and then a couple more that haven't been announced yet. So we will be talking about those very soon. But go check them out. Bowers Group. Really awesome suppressors, really great company.
Great shower caps.
Great shower caps. Why did they send you shower caps?
I think it's because of the Instagram photos that I take.
I think you're right.
I assume. Because otherwise it'd be a little unsettling, I think.
Yep, I totally agree. So anyway, check them out, bowersgroup.com. Coupon code WLS saves you money. It is time to talk about not guns.
Not guns, not gear, just the gang. Hashtag not guns.
Aaron, what do you have for us tonight?
All right, so I've been pushing you guys to do this for a while, so I'm going to take it in my own hands. Today, it's not a sex joke. All right, anyhow. Today, I want to announce We Like Shooting is running for president.
Yay.
Not as an individual. What's that?
I said, yay.
Not as an individual, but the whole of We Like Shooting. Since the Citizens United ruling from the Supreme Court states that companies are people, we are all running together. So I want to know what our platform is. I want to have a debate on that. Obviously, we'd be pro 2A. But what else would our presidency hold for the citizens of this fine nation?
I mean,
I'm pro all the A's.
Yeah. Whoa.
Like, I'm double A.
We're not pro 2A. It's just 2A. We remove all victimless crimes from the books. We go to a flat tax.
Flat tax. I'm good with the flat tax.
Flat tax system. We close our borders. We stop policing the world.
Well, I don't know about closing borders.
All right. First thing I want to do is get Aaron replaced with another running mate.
We're not running mates. That's the thing. Is we could have a different company as vice president. That's the coolest thing.
Wait. So theoretically, since Sean owns the company, couldn't he just fire people and hire people at will, which would mean that the presidency would be constantly changing?
And Aaron.
Right. So, I mean, yes and no.
Do we have to split the paycheck, or do we each get a paycheck?
Wait, you're worried about money?
It's not a very good paycheck.
Well, it's what does the president make?
Like
$250,000 a year. So that would be divided by
like $440,000 a year.
Yeah.
All right, divided by 4, because we'll get rid of Savage because he's communist. We don't want that.
Oh, that would be the first thing. I would open up hunting permits to communists with no bag limit.
To or about? So
Huh?
it would be hunting communists. You wouldn't just give communists. Okay.
You could hunt commies with no bag limit.
Oh, I see.
I'm okay with that. I mean, Russia did shoot down a plane with a bunch of Americans on it, so yes, I'm for that.
Wait, why do you think all commies are Russian? Some of them are Chinese.
Yeah, well, I was just using
Some
the
of
Russians
them are
as an
American.
example.
Yeah.
Hashtag McCarthy did nothing wrong.
So, yeah, I think flat tax, all victimless crimes are removed off the books. 2A is life.
Okay, so what about because let's cover all the bases here. What about education? Or are we getting too political here?
What about it?
All schools should teach gun safety.
I mean, I guess, yeah. All I really care about is the 2A, actually.
This is
All right.
This is basically like how I end up living like the Unabomber, not with the whole bombs thing, but just like in a shack in the woods. Because I'm like, everybody, everything.
Yeah.
I like we changed the entire legal system to Jeremy's point of view. Your rights end where someone else's begins. I'm okay with that.
Well, actually, it's hard to do that. There was a guy back in the 70s who basically said society, and he went to live up in the goddamn hills, and then they arrested him for poaching.
Well, maybe he
right.
should have been a vegetarian.
They'll probably arrest you for squatting.
I don't know, Nick. What would your proposal be?
My proposal would be that we don't run.
Can we institute a purge?
Maybe
This is why.
That's
This is why.
a good idea. That's a good
This is
idea.
why I say we don't run.
Yeah, I think that's actually a really great.
We are the new founding fathers.
I like this.
Yeah. This is the best country ever.
Well, I mean, founding fathers and mother, because Jeremy, if he's president and he's got that much power, will finally be able to accept himself for who he truly is, and he'll get that operation.
Wow.
Oof.
That went to a weird place.
Yeah.
That is not where I expected the conversation to go.
Production.
Yeah. Reduction to the point that it's inverted.
Chris H says, where would WLS's Mount Rushmore be?
Right outside your mom's house.
Actually, I just saw a picture and it was the back of Mount Rushmore and it was just butts. So that would be our side.
Oh, man. Yeah. You can't drive through South Dakota.
and Sean would be the only one who could
Shut
actually drive
the up.
They'd be like, why is that butt wearing a chastity belt? And everybody'd be like, because Nick is saving that butt for the apocalypse.
I can't wait for the purge.
Me neither.
I hope it happens this year.
Oh, God. All right. Let's move on, shall we?
Let's do. But first, let's talk about rubber dummies. We've been using them a lot in all of our videos. They're an awesome target system. Under $200 for the entire kit, and it will last you a very, very long time. We've blown them up, shot them, tried to destroy them in every way. We've destroyed a couple, actually. But the abuse that we put them through, they last. And they're really good training tools, honestly, to actually get it and to, put a T-shirt, hat, sunglasses, that kind of stuff. It really adds a different level. I still remember vividly the first time I ever shot a rubber dummy that was wearing clothes. And it was like, they called threat. I drew, and I was like,
I was like, this feels right for some reason.
That's so terrible. But check them out, rubberdummies.com. Coupon code WLS saves you money. And it is time for industry news. Aaron, what you got?
All right. If you guys are sick of the NRA, how about joining the NAG? It's basically the new NRA, but it's for minorities.
Okay, so first off, this is Philip Smith. We've had him on We Like Shooting before, and it was a couple of years ago. But it's the National African American Gun Association. And they've been around forever.
Right, but they're getting a huge press these days.
Good.
So I was thinking like maybe we should just join them.
So I read this headline, and then
I'm a member. Actually, I remember I signed up after he was on the show.
I read this headline, which is with a growing membership since Trump, black gun groups consider getting political. So I read that, and I was like, I guess I didn't realize there were clubs specifically for like ARs and stuff. And then I went through and I had to read like 3 paragraphs in before I figured out what it was talking about. Because I see black guns.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
And I was like, ARs,
Yeah. Let's see. I'm trying to remember what episode that was. It's been a while. Let me just Google it real quick because he's a good guy. Good organization. I don't remember what episode he was on.
All I gotta say is we beat NPR to the punch again. You're welcome.
Exactly. We knew about this years ago and thought he was cool then.
Them,
right?
Huh?
We're like the hipsters of the gun world.
I just read Morpheus and said their acronym is horrible.
Right. It is.
It's not the best. All right, next story.
More NRA news, or talking about the NRA again. Apparently, they've done some interesting accounting, which said that their numbers were inflated. Basically, saying they made more money than they did using a system of, we brought in this many people. Let's just consider that over a 5-year period, and that's how much money we're going to make, and that's how the numbers worked out. And so the NRA said we're doing really good. In fact, they aren't.
I don't know that I believe this.
I mean, people are getting mail every day that's like, we will not survive without your donation. So which is it? They're doing great, or they're not going to survive without our donation? Which is it? Like, off.
They're like,
speaking
the
of their donations, they've increased the cost of membership by 20-some% since 2016.
Honestly, at this point, I don't believe anything they say. Down with LaPierre. Next story.
The 6-hour modular handgun system received full material release from the U.S. Army, which means the Army has tested the hell out of it, and they say it is good.
What do you guys think about this?
It's a huge thing, I mean, that's a real big deal.
Just don't drop it.
Whoops.
Just remember, the Army was the Army Ordnance. Was it Army Ordnance? I forget what the last word is. Army Ordnance was the ones that up the M16, so keep that in mind.
There you go. And just to put this in perspective, they have delivered 6 hours delivered 59,000 of these modular handguns, and Winchester has delivered 44 million rounds of ammunition.
I mean, yeah, I don't know. I don't think the 320 is a bad gun. I'm not a big fan of like the thumb safety thing. However, I understand why they did it.
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty cool. I don't think I want one, but
Yeah.
I think, jumping up and, getting up to like 2005 is a pretty cool deal for the Army.
Yeah. It's about time they get rid of the Beretta.
Exactly.
This story, by the way, that story was on like every news cycle that I checked. So,
oh yeah, and in the next 5 to 7 years, an additional 350,000 handguns and 100 million rounds of ammo are scheduled for delivery. Like,
just in time for the war.
SIG is sitting pretty.
Yes, they are.
Aaron, the next story is the best news I ever saw.
Savage sold, and not our Savage, because that would have been great.
That would have been so awesome.
Yeah, Savage Arms.
We're putting him out in the idiot draft. Whoever wants to draft him, let us know. So who they get sold to?
Hedge fund group.
Oh, good.
Which is awful.
It'll be so fantastic, just like Freedom Group and
exactly
whoever owns Smith & Wesson, the American Outdoor Company, or whatever the hell it is. I don't know.
It's a bummer. Hopefully what happens with Remington doesn't happen with them, but I wouldn't be shocked.
Yeah, what's Savage worth in Bitcoin? .00000000000.
We're going to be here all night.
0.0000171 Bitcoins.
I'll take it.
All right, sold.
It's just
you can have him.
It's just 0.0 to the 10th power.
Yeah, it's a Google.
All right, so finally, I was looking through the news cycles, and Guns.com says that they have six best handguns for home defense. So I want you guys to take a look at them and tell me what you thought of their choices. Their choices were the Glock 17, the SIG P320, the Glock 22, the SIG P229.
They have 40s in here.
What's that?
They have 40s in here.
I'm like, okay, we can never use them as a source again. No, actually, Jackie does a fantastic job, but I hate this article.
Smith & Wesson M&P, Springfield XD.
She didn't write it, by the way, just to be clear.
It was GDC staff.
Yeah, I don't know who that guy is.
I think it was everyone. A little bit of input from everybody.
Yeah, okay.
So, would you guys rather have the Glock 17 over a Glock 19 for home defense?
Yeah,
sure.
I would, yes.
So, okay. You don't think they're equal when it comes to home defense?
I mean, I would take either. The 17 has 2 extra rounds, which you can get in the 19 with the 17 mag. The sight radius is a little bit longer on the Glock 17, but only a little bit. And the muzzle velocity is going to be a little bit bigger, or a little long. A little better. So really, like, which one fits your hand better? If you're Jeremy's size, the Glock 17 might be a little bit better for you than the Glock 19.
Yeah. I mean, I have 33 round mags in all my Glocks, so just because. All
right, so Glock 17, sure, that's cool. I'm totally down with. SIG 320, sure, that's fine, whatever. Totally down with that. Glock 22, okay, 40 cal. Rodin, there you go, get that.
Really?
And then we hit the SIG 229. The P229.
What's wrong with the 229?
I don't know, I just don't like it.
It's weird that they went
with the 229 is just a compact 226. It's like a 19 and a 17.
It's weird that they went with the Glock 17 but
and then the
229 instead of the 226.
I know.
I'd be fine with a 229 or a 226. Same thing.
And then they saved the best for fifth, Smith & Wesson M&P.
And then the Springfield XD.
But really, does this article matter at all? Like, honestly, get whatever of these handguns you want, get good defensive ammo, have a plan, execute said plan if necessary. And like, who cares? If you use a Taurus and some good ammo, that's what you do.
Oh, man.
Best gun for home defense, AR-15. Get on board.
Right.
Yes. The comments are pretty great. The top one is, I'll stick with my double action revolvers.
Woo, we need a FUD alarm.
The second one is, I'm with Hal, never had a wheel gun jam. Those that don't like it, bite me.
Wow. And then next, sticking with my 45 Long Colt SAA.
Nice.
So, because your neighbors.
He's walking around with a lantern and a single action army.
The British are coming. The British are coming. Oh, goodness.
I'll stick with my RPG.
All right. I love guns.com. We use them all the time, but I hate this article. That's my personal opinion.
You know, the comments are great, though.
They really are.
Yeah.
They really are. 44 357 Magnum. I'll stick with my 300 Blackout pistol. Sure, that's good. M1911. Sure. Long live the FUD cannon and 45 AARP. I think we have a show title. Let's see. That's pretty great. All right. Any more stories?
I got this fishing story. I once caught a fish this big.
You did?
Yeah.
Okay.
But because, yeah.
So Nick's been working hard on a project. We did a thing
hard.
And we did a thing where we had a
Road to Bob.
How about there we go. We made a shirt with John Trumbull's painting, Declaration of Independence. Oh, Nick's actually wearing it. It's
I am
pretty
wearing
awesome.
it.
I am also. No, I'm not wearing it.
Oh.
That would have been so cool.
It would have been.
It would have been. But we loved that shirt. And then we were like, holy shit, because we send out to our email list a lot of stuff too. And I was like, man, this is so much fun. And I was learning about it and I was happy. And then Nick was like, but what if we did like the Summer of Freedom? And so I found a bunch of paintings, including the shot heard around the world from the Battle of Lexington and Concord, the surrender of Burgoyne, the surrender of Cornwallis, and the actual signing of the Constitution. So we're going to be releasing a bunch of different shirts in the Summer of Freedom, but the best way to find out about them, Nick, is how?
Sign up for the email list. I'm writing these fun little history lessons that talk about what's going on in the painting, and those are going to go out, and those will announce each shirt. And then in some of those emails, I don't think I've told Sean this yet officially, but I will be hiding discount codes.
I mean, you've already been doing it a little bit.
A little bit.
Yeah.
So yeah, if you get those and you read them, you may just come away with a sweet discount on an awesome new shirt.
Yep, exactly. So the one that we put out today.
Today, yeah.
It is the Shot Heard Around the World.
Yesterday. It was yesterday.
Yesterday. Shot Heard Around the World. It's a painting by Daniel de something. I actually don't remember now who the artist is.
It was Daniel Day-Lewis.
Daniel Day-Lewis is the artist. And there's a vignette on Paul Revere as well, who was immortalized in the song by the Beastie Boys. Mm-hmm. Paul Revere.
What about Johnny Tremaine?
Never heard of her.
He also led the band, Paul Revere and the Raiders.
Yep. So all kinds of fantastic information. If you want to learn about it, subscribe to our email list. You can go to WeLikeShooting.com and click on email, and you can find it there. Or just, how do they subscribe to our email list?
I actually don't know. I figured you would know.
I don't know. I don't think we, here, you know what? I'm going to live stream this right now. Go to WeLikeShooting.com. I hit enter. Mm-hmm. And, okay.
And it's loading.
There it is. And about contact us. Just go to contact us and send us a message, and you can subscribe to our email list.
Wait, but then will we have to manually put their email address in?
Nope. It automatically syncs. Yeah. So just send us a message. You'll be added to the email list, and you will get the Summer of Freedom. They are cool as shit. If you would like to support us in some way, you can go to lovewls.com, and there's 4 ways you can do it. You can become a Patreon, get access to the Patreon-only Facebook group, get access to the unedited, unbleeped show, get access to the podcast about once a month right now. Okay, Aaron's nodding yes, because apparently...
yeah, because I was doing something with my hands, and I couldn't reach the mute button. Because this new headset's so confusing to me.
Become a Patreon. You can be a rooftopper. Share links to your favorite podcast, which is us, clearly. And every time someone clicks it, you get points. The points turn into swag. I noticed that the king of the Patreons, Chris Gill, all these new T-shirts, he's ordering them.
I mean, of course
he's the king of the Patreon, so he's got the keys to the kingdom. You can buy our swag, like that shirt,
or this hoodie,
or that hoodie, or this shirt, or this hat.
There we go.
All these things. Aaron, you got any? Yep, Aaron's got a WLS hat. We don't sell those anymore, but
oh wait, we don't.
No, they're gone.
I like this hat.
Jeremy's got nothing because he's got no spirit, no pride.
I mean, he's wearing like a T-shirt.
Yeah,
so that's cool. I guess
but it doesn't say we like.
I bet he's gonna be the guy who wears a white T-shirt with overalls.
And also links to all of our sponsors, coupon codes, and links to their websites. So go check that out. Either way, join a gun-related advocacy group, Second Amendment Foundation, Firearms Policy Coalition, Gunners of America, NAAG, and get involved locally. Become an advocate, become an activist in your own home. That's the way we win this, and that's what we need to do. We give out the suicide prevention line. The number is 1-800-273-8255. 1-800-273-TALK, or you can text a message anytime. Aaron, to what number?
741-741.
Absolutely. We're here live every week on Monday and Wednesday night, but we're on demand every day. Go to welikeshooting.com/show to subscribe. And as we always say, thanks for listening. Get some medical training and Fud Cannon and 45 AARP. Yes. That is it. 45 AARP is the title. I saw what Morpheus typed for the NAAG rename. We cannot say that on the air. I'm sorry.
No. Yeah.
It is hilarious, and I think you're allowed to say it, but we are not.
Yeah, I saw that too.
It made me laugh. What's wrong, Nick?
I was just trying to find it.
Yeah, it's pretty fantastic. Summer of Freedom.
Jam.
Yeah, jam.
Oh, jelly.
Did you think that show was worth $1? Help the cast by visiting lovewls.com.